Yes. So good.
future, the future, the future of El Paso.
Oh, shit.
The future, the future of El Paso.
Dance, danceability, and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of dancing.
Dancers, are you ready to go down?
Cha-cha-cha, left two, cha-cha-cha, back two, cha-cha-cha, step, turn, cha-cha-cha, hip, two, three, turn, shuffle one, shuffle two, shuffle three, cha-cha-cha.
Cha cha cha. Hmm. Thank you. You're always outdoing yourself, so I have to do something. Absolutely. Had to see it. Yes, he did say that. Yes. Oh yeah. I don't know. I think he might give it a good rating. I know that because it has brotherly storyline to it. Yeah, similarities to him and his brother's relationship. Consider your check cut. Oh, Oh, that was me. Sorry about that. I forget it does that. Me too. I fell for it too. Yeah, but unfortunately, huh? A good old solid 10 out of 10. Sure, it was a fun watch. Sure, why not? Mm, no, just a lovely city. What a fun place to visit and be a part of for this moment in time. What is time night? Oh no, couldn't. We do so many episodes. Hmm. Yeah. No, I was hope just prepared. That's cool. Ballet. The art requires dedication. Yeah. No, I was just too busy thinking about this impoverished Ecuadorian child that travels 2 hours a day to go to this ballet school that he. No, there's a story I recently saw. It's like current time. Well, like he travels 2 hours a day to get to this school that only so few kids are admitted to get to do it for free because he's not from a wealthy area. So he's really trying. Yes, yes, with a bunch of other kids. Yeah, there was a. Yeah, they look like they were really trying to like get good at it. Like that headline said, the art requires dedication. Not correctly. Like, what's flamenco? Oh, the art requires style. Ooh. Dance with a macho flair. Macho. Oh shit. Cha cha cha. No, but I'd recently learned there is a square dance that people are doing all over America, probably in other countries in Europe, but it's called the El Paso. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, oh yeah, it's Cinderoni in the chat saying flamenco is macho though. Cinderoni. Yeah, sorry if I jammed over it. Sorry if I jammed over it. I didn't realize you were playing that. Oh yeah, star or art movements as astrological stuff. Yeah, I mean, not really. I didn't have a chance to listen to it. I had my music going, and then I realized you were playing it, and then I had to stop it. And well, oh, she said she can't hear you, but she can hear me. How long has that been going?
My shit's muted. I don't know when I hit that button, but I'm assuming that I am heard now. Cinderoni, can you
Cinderoni,
let me know?
you're our one hope. You're our only
Yeah,
guest in the
I'm
chat.
I'm guessing that maybe she can. I don't know. But maybe it's not good for me to just sit here and ask into the wind if I'm being heard. Who knows? Papito, do you have any guess on how square dancing is defined?
Very difficult. It looks difficult because you have to get a whole group doing it, and
Oh,
there's
come
a lot
on.
of movements.
It's
And
so much easier than ballet.
oh yeah, but
Jeez.
that's an educated form.
Right,
Square
because
dancing
square
is like
dancing.
a
Are you saying that square
hobby.
dancing is just for hillbillies?
Well, it's like a hobby. It's like a well, people treat it like a
Wow.
thing. I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about square dancing. She can hear you.
Yeah, thank you, Cinderoni. Well, here's how the newspaper defines square dancing. What does it say?
High country kicking.
Absolutely. I mean, how
Wow,
can
that
you
that,
argue with that?
that couple, those smiles.
Yes, absolutely. I remember their smiles being very good. That was just some definitions of dances that I thought were interesting from the El Paso newspaper. Wait, hang on. I'm seeing here there's a message that is held because it held a message for reason, race, ethnicity, or religion. Allow will post it to the chat. I'm clicking allow, and the censored message was square dancing is for hillbillies and wedding receptions. And I 100% agree. Thank you, chat moderator, for withholding that message, but that's
Caveman
really
news, shrouded in controversy.
absolutely. It
I
truly
remember
is.
I
But
was censored.
I think if we're gonna be disparaging anything, disparaging hillbillies is fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
We're all people.
Here's a criticism. Well, I don't know. I consider it a criticism. At one point in the chat, we had Hive Mindful, and they said that the Caveman News, they kind of made a point that a lot of our topics are very dark,
Yeah.
In the point they were saying, are you planning something because we just done forgery, hostages, and aliases? And that comment really made me think maybe Caveman News does look at the more dark and goth side.
Well, that's the world we're living in. It's not all fuzzy.
Exactly.
Soft.
Exactly. This isn't
paper.
some soft shit. But while researching dancing, there was one story that really caught my mind. And can you read the date on this?
February 4th, 1905.
Okay, 1905.
Saturday.
Dance hall is opened again. Arrests follow. And this is somebody we were talking about. I showed you some screenshots before the show when we were just hanging out. And Vidal was the man's name. Vidal. That was the owner of this dance hall in 1905. And the cops started sending people to make a bunch of arrests at his dance hall and saying that it had something to do with the location. They were saying, oh, you can't do this on, I can't remember if it was on 7th Street or below 7th Street, but they were mad that he had a dance hall and he kept it open and he kept bailing the women that frequented his bar. He would bail them out. And what is this headline?
Dance hall defies the city police.
Okay. Yeah. See, he would defy the police and he would go and pay the bond to get the women out of jail. And they were thrown in jail for vagrancy. And basically it was just because they were hanging out in a place that he had liquor in the front building and then dancing in the back. And as per the law of the day, the women weren't allowed in the place with liquor. But he had a separate little building where the dance was, and then he's not, that's like, oh, one's a dance hall. That one doesn't serve liquor, but the other building does, which is right now, it was a loophole.
Yeah.
And the police were onto him and busting up his bar dance hall all the time. What does this one say?
Vidal will close dance hall in a short while.
Yeah.
Not yet, but
pretty sad. What's up? That's it?
Oh, declares he does not wish to stand in the way of his political friends and will shut up shop as soon as he can settle some financial obligations now existing. No date is set, however, for the closing.
Exactly. Isn't that sad?
Yeah, financial obligations are never good.
No. But he was...
Where's my money, punk?
Cinderoni in the chat says, What a G, that Vidal. Vidal Sassoon is the only other Vidal I've ever heard of. And do you know any others, Pepito?
That name. I thought it was a county or
A what?
no. I guess not. Do you?
No, I don't know. I'm just
Oh.
saying. I don't know that name at all. It is a cool name. I think it's a powerful name. I don't know what these buttons are. These are on my dance page as well, though. Can you read that? Oh, shit. I know what this is. This is... So, this Vidal man had this saloon, and the cops kept arresting people and everything, and then Vidal had to give up the dance hall, he said, for his political allies, which I don't know. I'm curious about what that was all about, you know? But there were a lot of events that happened at his dance hall. And one of them, I'm hearing a buzz. What is that buzz? I don't know what that buzzing is. Oh, there it is. It went away. But one of the stories surrounding his dance hall and saloon was this. Can you read this?
John T. McCutcheon. I saw Harold the day of the killing. We had several conversations about Mitchum. Just before the publication of the news, I saw Harold on the corner of Texas Street and Mesa Avenue. He said that he told Mitchum if he printed the picture, he would beat his head off, kick his head off, or shoot his heart out. He did not know. I told him that was all foolishness, and he said he would not stand for the picture. He was very angry.
Yeah. So, who is the... So Mitchum is the newspaper man.
Yeah.
And the other one is, what's his name?
Harold?
Okay.
Harold.
Yes. So basically, this is in Vidal's saloon dance hall. What year is this?
1911.
Okay, 1911. So at this point, I believe Vidal has stopped being raided by the cops every night and eventually allowed to do his thing. And this Mitchum, a reporter for the local newspaper, there were, I think, 2 big local newspapers here in El Paso at the time, 1911. But Mitchum took some pictures at Vidal's saloon, which was called The Favorite. That's what it was called. Pretty cool name. And he took some pictures and he was going to print them, and Harold was very upset and told everybody basically that he was going to kill Mitchum if he printed those photos in the paper. And you know me, I've tried to find those pictures. I could not find them, but
he must not
Harold was pretty upset about it. And
I'll kick your head off.
I love that threat that I'm going to beat his head off?
Yeah, kick his head off or
kick his head off or shoot his heart out. That is a man with a plan. And then can you read this one?
El Paso Herald, Wednesday, April 5th, 1911. Tom Powers was called and said, I am a farmer. I saw Harold sometime before dark the day the picture was printed. He was at the Coney Island and showed me a paper. He said he had stuck it in Mitchum's face and said, well, you could act the gentleman when you have to. He said I told him if he published it, I would kill him the day before. I said, you're not going to kill him. He said, no, but I ought to. I nicknamed him the Spit in Your Face Kid because he would get close up to you and talk.
That's Cinderoni playing the Hijuela. But yeah, he was a close talker. I call him the Spit in Your Face Kid. Ooh, what a dreadful nickname, alias to have. Did you ever we should have talked about this on the aliases episode, but have you ever had any good nicknames? Oh, come on. You're a nickname man, aren't you?
Someone was like, I call you Ninja. I was like, why?
What?
Because you're always sneaking off and hard to find.
Jeez, who told you this?
Some consultant.
Wow. That's a good one. That's a good nickname. You should have brought that up on the Aliases episode. I can't believe we never got around to that.
Yeah, we have to do Alias 2.
Oh, absolutely. And you know we're going to. Maybe we should do an El Paso Aliases episode. I was thinking, we only have one more week left in El Paso. And I was thinking maybe that should just be an all things El Paso episode, just talk about all our favorite stuff. But, doing aliases in El Paso, that would be pretty nice. I don't know. But, yeah, to finish the story, there was a killing over that photo. And it was actually, what's that guy's name? Harvey? Harold? Yeah. Harold's the one that got shot. He rolled up on Mitchum after telling everybody who was going to kill him. And then Mitchum shot him and killed him. So that's how that story ended. That's what dance does. I did find a lot of stories about how dance was very sinful and bad. And then I also found another article from the early 1900s, and they were saying we need to have liquor and dances and things like that. Like, lets people get stuff out of their system instead of repressing everything, and then that's when real violence happens. That was the gist of the article. I thought it was very interesting, but not something I can flash up on the screen and talk about.
I thought I was going to say they were arrested for illegal dance moves.
Oh, could be. Do you know any illegal dance moves?
Well, no, but at the dances, weren't they always like, no grinding?
Oh, yeah. I don't remember being told that, but I can imagine that being... I don't know. I stopped going to dances pretty early in my life. I didn't dance a lot. Did you? Were you a danceman? I mean, besides Folklorico, we've all seen you do your Folklorico steps.
Just traditional dance, never modern.
Okay. You can Folklorico with the best of them, though. I had a few Folklorico articles as well, but there's always so much to get to. And I'm ready to talk about psychics. Are you?
Yeah, let's get into it. The future.
Can you read it?
El Paso Times, Sunday, January 1st, 2012. Ooh. Happy New Year. Now, here's the bad news from El Paso area psychics. Uh-oh.
2012.
Someone's always got something bad to say.
Were you scared about 2012?
Of course. I'm scared about every year, and it increases every year.
I can see that happening. Very good. But I want to see what the El Paso psychics have to say. I don't think I was ever afraid of 2012, but it did turn out to be one of the worst years of my life. Was your 2012 any good?
It had to have been, because I don't have anything bad to say about it.
You never have anything bad to say about anything. You're the most optimistic man there is.
I had my favorite years.
Yeah, absolutely.
1998, 2016.
Oof. Oh, yeah. 1998, the year you were born, because you're just a child.
Hell no, I was fucking living it up in the late 90s. I was so conscious and aware.
Gah. Can you read this one?
El Paso Times, Sunday, January 1st, 2012. Prediction is not an exact science, or as Yogi Berra once said, it's hard to make predictions, especially about the future. But it sure is fun, and sometimes the predictions can be useful. So, in the spirit of enlightened thinking about what lies ahead, we asked El Paso area psychics what they see or foresee for 2012.
All right. So, what do you think if you were a psychic in 2011 and they were asking you your thoughts on 2012? Could you have foreseen anything? Any of
Major
this?
major corporations will co-opt your culture into their food.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. Who would have foreseen that coming? But
No one.
here we go. Yeah. All right. This is polling and asking the El Paso psychics what they think 2012 will be like. You ready to read this one?
Sure.
Here's what they have to say about celebrities.
Celebrity news. No one will care. The physics said less important, or the psychics said less
Yeah.
importance will be placed on celebrity news in 2012 because of the pending new Middle East war. No, it just got even more like.
Well, did you ever consider that maybe we don't really care about celebrity gossip anymore and it really died down in 2012? I mean,
No,
how could people be wrong?
I was shown the top Google searches for continuous amount of time since, and it was all about celebrities.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
I think
yeah.
I think they were kind of wrong on that one, but maybe they were right about some other stuff. Let's see.
Wait, see if oh no.
Hello, Pepito.
Hello
Will you
there.
help?
I'm here.
Will you read it?
Sunday, January 1st, 2012. El
Yeah.
Paso Psychic Fair psychics say President Obama will not win re-election. They see a 90% chance that Mitt Romney will be the next president. He'll have to deal with the new war in the Middle East, they say. They said.
Okay.
There's always been a war in the Middle East. Let's see. Yeah, they were completely correct about that, right?
Yeah, I remember. That's how I remember Mitt Romney's presidency being plagued by the horrific Middle Eastern war that really derailed him. Here we go.
New war. In the beginning of Romney's term, Israel will have to be protected as we enter a new war in the Middle East, Martin said. Man.
So what do you think about that? Do you think Israel needs to be protected because it's so under attack?
Oh, yeah, because that's the problem. I don't know.
Okay.
These psychics are really hyper-focused on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I just have this screenshot in here because it has the author of this article's phone number at the very end. So maybe we should be calling him. Is it a him? What's the name?
Victor R. Martinez.
Okay.
At vmartinez@elpasotimes.com.
Should we call him right now?
Or write a long email.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think our show is slowly transforming into a lot of newspaper stuff, but also a lot of telephone stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We want more conversations with the watchers.
Yeah. I remember
anyone.
Okay, I and Pepito, I don't want to speak for him, but I think he would agree that he as well is a big fan of the Guys podcast with Murder Brian. Well, the guest from the Nicotine and Rockabilly episodes, I remember, Brace Belding, I think. I don't know. His name is Brace, but he's been on Guys on those 2 episodes, and I was listening to his podcast today. Shout out to the True Anon podcast. It's very good. But he gave out his cell phone number on there, and I thought, should we call him live on air? I mean, if he's just giving out his phone number, why not?
Sure.
But
do it.
We do this show so late. I think he's an East Coast guy, so
Yikes.
what? It's like 1:13 there. We can't be calling right now. But
I
we
don't
should
see
start
that
calling more people, is all I'm saying.
for sure.
And Cindy, thank you for watching tonight.
Hell yeah. I don't know if she still is, but she was.
Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Who knows? I don't know.
Oh, wait. There's 2 viewers, it says. Sweet.
Gross.
3 viewers.
Why?
Good for y'all.
So, what do you think we should do next week for our final El Paso episode?
Endurance. No, just kidding.
You want to do an episode about endurance?
Just kidding. I don't know, man. We're redoing topics we've done for this particular month, so it could be any of the ones we haven't done.
For sure,
we can still do.
It could be anything, and it could just be an El Paso grab bag episode. I want to talk about the Casa Azucar, and I want to talk about the cool pawn shop that somebody on YouTube commented on one of our episodes and said, "Hey, while you're here in El Paso, are you going to check out Casa Azucar?" And I was like, "Of course I am. I love that place." And then he mentioned 2 other things, and I had no idea what they were. One was a pawn shop. Oh, and the other one was a sculpture garden.
Nice. Oh, she said she will never miss it.
I know. I've got to... Hold on. Oof, I thought I was going to sneeze real big.
Oh, sneezes feel so good.
Yeah. What about restaurants in El Paso, too? Pepito, can you think of any El Paso restaurants?
Well, not...
No, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just asking if you can.
Kiki's.
That's fine.
Kiki's. The Renaissance has taken me. Fortunately, I was taken by Renaissance to a place called Kiki's, and it was once an old jazz bar, and it's kind of looks like it doesn't stand out. It doesn't even look like a restaurant. From the outside, it looks like an old rundown area or building. I don't know what the area looks like now, but yeah, that was a really cool restaurant, Kiki's.
Yeah, I'm wondering
if talk to Renee about that.
I've been there because there's somebody. It might have been Renee, but I remember being in El Paso, probably band on tour, and that's why we were there. But I remember somebody taking me to a restaurant and it being like a famous local spot that everybody loved. But again, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on stream, but I hate food. I do not like eating, so I don't remember much about the restaurant. I don't think we've had so many technical malfunctions in our shows lately that I completely rebuilt.
And here's what I think of Trump's wall.
That played smooth. That was nice. I love that. Thank you, Michelle Lujan. Grisham. Oh, that was you, Pepito. Of course.
Michelle Lujan did it. She's in the chat.
Yeah, she's in the chat and she's playing that. She's going to give us some keys to the state, not just the keys to the city. But yes, I believe maybe we should talk about aliases. And
Cindy said grab bag episode's good.
Yeah, I think that would be good because there are so many things. But I also like the idea of tackling 2 previous episode topics and now doing them from an El Paso perspective. That's very interesting to me.
Yeah.
And it's also going to be our Halloween episode. It'll be our last episode in El Paso, and it'll be a few days before Halloween.
And our first Halloween episode.
Yeah, we've never had a Halloween episode before, not in this new Caveman News. Real heads will know there were some famous Halloween editions of Caveman News back in 2003 or 4.
Yeah.
Something like that. But that was the pilot years of the show before it went away for 20 years and came back.
The original
bigger
season.
And better.
This isn't the first season.
What is this? No, it's not.
Monteleones.
I don't know that place. Do you?
Me either, but we're gonna have to look it up. It's haunted.
Ooh la la. You know, Cindy, I don't think you've been here, but we every now and then watch some videos by some great Texas ghost hunters, the Texas Paranormal what is it? Texas Paranormal Society? Something like that. I forget. But we could have them investigate. And maybe they've already done it. The I don't know.
Monteleones.
Yes, we should check and see if the Texas Paranormal Boys have investigated that one, because those are my ghost experts, my go-tos.
What was that place called? The Asarco Tower?
Oh, yeah.
I saw a video of a psychic in there. She's talking about how there were thousands of spirits haunting it because it used to be it used to be so big and employed so many people that it had its own hospital and cafeteria and so many people would die and get hurt from all the smelting.
Jeez.
All the what was it they mined? Aluminum? Or no,
what was what thing?
I think they were mining copper.
Oh, yeah. Who knows? The Southwest is big on mining. Well, yeah, the Southwest is, but so is everywhere. I'm a
Spaniards.
I come from a mining family, and it truly is everywhere, from the Southwest to Middle America to up in Canada. They're doing it. They're digging everywhere. But I do like the idea of revisiting aliases and talking about El Paso aliases next week. But I think you know what topic I want to revisit. You don't? Oof. I'm just so mysterious, I guess. I want to revisit wrestling from an El Paso perspective.
Brought that up a couple weeks ago.
What?
You said something about that a couple weeks ago because
yeah,
it ties in a lot with.
Oh, El Paso has such a wrestling history. We could spend a lot of time on that. And yes, we should just grab bag it, talk about our favorite El Paso stuff. Maybe I didn't even mention it on our Devil's episode last week, but I have the Devil's Triangle tattoo. So I have a piece of El Paso I carry with me.
And your, what's the name of it? The band shell? Or no, the plaza.
I've got the plaza, the warehouse, and the church, the three venues of Eduardo, who we talked about with Julio on, the Holy episode, because that was when we talked about the Church of Eduardo. And yeah, what a great episode. We got to get Julio back on here. We have to do aliases and wrestling next week. That's going to be our topic, as well as grab bag and kind of just finishing out El Paso month strong.
Make sure Sean does his homework next week.
Jeez Louise. He texted me Monday night, something like that. And he said he was going to start watching the movie Good Time so he can give us a review. But then I looked at my phone and I couldn't find that text, but I remember reading it. Must have been one of those Mission Impossible destroying self-destruction. What was the Mission Impossible? This tape will self-destruct. Yes. That's what it was. Papito?
Yes.
It's been a lot of fun.
For sure.
I think we should jam this one out.
Let's jam this out. Thank you, America and the world.
The future of El Paso.
And awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of dancing.
Dancers, are you ready? We throw down.
Cha cha cha, left